Welcome back, everyone. Sorry I haven't been making any waiver pickup videos lately, but I've just really been having a hard time coming up with enough guys or enough quantity players to make a video out of. But here's your week 3 pickups, and I got some great guys for you to pick up. So first things first, if you need some shooters, if you need some streamers that won't hurt you anywhere from a day-to-day basis, or if you just need good percentages from guys that won't turn it over, the two guys I would suggest looking at are Nik Stauskas and McDermott. Both of these guys have been tremendously exceptional from the field and from the free throw line, percentage-wise. They're not really, superstar heavy 30-point per game scorers, but they'll give you the 10 to 15 a night, and they also give you that three-point production, which you may be lacking on your team. They're not really going to give you rebounds, assists, or anything really fancy, but that's okay since they don't really turn over the ball at all, so they won't really hurt you. So you can really go ahead and pick them up for just today and, drop them tomorrow. All right, next guy, Barton. I wanted to make a video about this guy in the middle of last week, but he was really the only one I had on my radar, so I didn't really bother. Also, he threw up that horrible game in between. So I personally dropped him right then and there because I tend to have a short trigger early on in the season. But he's really kind of pissed me off lately because he went back-to-back great games. He's getting a ton of minutes. I mean, he's getting so much minutes that really he's helping you everywhere. And deep down, fantasy is 90% about who's getting the minutes. And Will Barton is definitely the guy right now in Denver for at least the near future. Another guy that's probably owned in your leagues by now, if you have a very competitive league, is Levine. If he's not, you must go and grab him at least for the foreseeable future until Ricky Rubio comes back. Again, this is a minutes type of thing, but he's been really, really amazing. He's been getting a crap load of points. He's hitting his threes. He's doing everything at a pretty high percentage. Just today, he actually threw up 20 points plus. I think it was 26 in something like in low minutes, relatively speaking, since he got into foul trouble. He's really been really great as long as someone there in Minnesota is missing time, at least in the guard positions. Levine will be taking off everything, so make sure to go and grab him at least until Ricky Rubio comes back. This guy's a must own. Okay, the last guy I want to talk about, this kind of my I have a really big crush on this guy right now, and that's Dwight Powell. He's been really, really amazing from field goal percentage-wise. He's shooting at something close to 60 in the past week and a half, probably even higher. And it really comes down to is this guy and Zaza Pachulia are splitting minutes just about evenly, right down the middle at about 20-22 each a game. And that's really the only thing holding this guy back from being a top 25 player, in my opinion. I did the numbers, and on a per 36-minute basis, this guy's averaging 18 and 13 and a half boards with a block. That's basically, who is that? Who will give you that kind of production? That's like Dwight Howard on a good day, minus maybe a little bit lower block numbers, but again, at least he's healthy. He hasn't really missed any games as far as I know, and the only thing basically standing in his way is Zaza. Zaza, on the other hand, though, has actually been quite good himself. So these guys are really toe to toe right now. If Zaza was to have an injury or some bad performance here and there, if this guy gets the increase in minutes, he's gonna be a monster. So make sure. I'd rather you grab him now and he doesn't pan out and you can drop him later than be that guy who kind of had the opportunity to grab him and didn't, and he ends up being on that list of most valuable players come the end of the season, at least from a value perspective. All right, well, those are the 5 guys I want you guys to take a look at this week. Make sure to go grab them if you need whatever they can help you with, or if you have empty spots on the bottom of your roster. And make sure to play the waivers early on in this part of the season. This is really what's going to make or break your seasons. A lot of guys are already going down, and this is what ends up costing you at the end of the year. All right, guys. See you next time.